Yo, what's good everybody, it's your girlfriend Trinella here, and today I'm going to be playing on a Norway Sweden 50-50 map in Geoguessr. So, let's see how I do, and without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, we are in a location, and I'm playing no moves, so I can spin around and pan and everything. I think because the stripes on the side of the road aren't like super short, maybe they seem normal length to me, I'm going to go Norway, and also because of like the abundance of mountains. Because I think there's a lot more mountainous areas in Norway than Sweden, so I'll go near Shrine. Or Strin. Okay, technically we were right. We were in Norway, so I'll take it for the 50-50 counter. I'm not necessarily trying to get like the best region guess here, although like if I get a good region guess, of course that's good, but the 50-50 counter is for Norway, Sweden, getting the right country right. Alright, this is a fairly urban area, so we should be able to hopefully get this right. I'm leaning more towards Sweden right now based on like the language and everything, but doesn't hurt to look at all the information. Sverige. Sverige, I think, is the Swedish word for Sweden, right? Okay, we'll take it. I was in the right country, just the wrong city. I went in Stockholm and it was in Gothenburg actually. But Sverige I recognize because I think I looked up the Swedish word for Sweden. Gen 2 ever, right? With like the halo on the top and like the circly on the bottom. Doesn't really help me in this particular instance, but I'm gonna say that the flag on top of that building does, because there's no way on earth that's ever the Sweden flag. I'm like, couldn't 100% tell you that was a Norway flag if this was just like a world map or something, but I mean between the two, like we know Norway's red. So I'm gonna go near Geoguessr. Alright, technically we were right. I was like not sure because up there's like a lot of like the divisions of lines and everything, but I think, yeah, it looks like that is Norway. So cool, we do take those. Okay, spinning around, there's a lake and there's a lot of red buildings, which leans me towards Norway, I guess, although I mean it could be just Sweden also. Big lake, kind of overcast. We got some little fence things. Do I see any green license plates? This one doesn't really have a front plate, or if it is, it's kind of like white and rusted, not like green and rusted like I was maybe hoping for. No clear green plate over here, so sad we cannot get the confirmation it's a Norwegian plate. I think the red houses, I mean, I know they can exist in probably both countries a lot, but the abundance of them is leaning me towards Norway more, so let's go near a lake in Norway. We'll go near Ness. Okay, so it's actually Sweden, so that's the end of my 50-50 for that. We're closer to Kamnas in Sweden. Okay. Ooh. Red houses, which I learned to not just trust like red houses equal to Norway instead of Sweden. There's some word on that sign, but it's not super distinct. I don't see any snow poles. I don't know. Now I'm kind of worried that if I like see red house and go Norway, it's not Norway here. So I almost want to lean more southern Sweden, just because the last round was in Sweden. I'll go near Uppsala. Okay, we were in the right country, so I'll definitely take that. We're closer to... I can't see it under the flag, so we're going to say Almhult. Alright, 2000 is not great for score, but again, hopefully just trying to focus on getting that 50-50 and distinguishing the two countries better in no move, so let's keep going. Holy Gen 2 Guesser, I mean like, that is probably one of the clearest examples of Gen 2 ever, right? With like the blue halo in the sky, which again, not super helpful for me because that doesn't really tell me if it's Norway or Sweden, unless there's something I should know and it's like Norway or Sweden has like more 50-50 than the other. Okay, so these snow poles, they got like, what, white bands. There's a little bit at the top here, and there's kind of two bands in the middle. And then we got hecka mountains all around and near the lake, so definitely leaning more towards Norway here. Let's go near Lake Tesse. Okay, clearly need to brush up on my Norwegian region guessing because I got the right country, but we were closer to Trollvik, which is a lot further north, and I was nowhere nearby. Okay. So spun around, see a kind of like a lot of like short houses and stuff like that. Not a ton of red houses. Right now I'm checking for any like flags like on the front of the houses or on top of the buildings, because a lot of flags just tend to like be on top of the houses or something from my experience in previous rounds. No green plates. That's kind of just like white, right? Washing machine is outside. Maybe it needs to get like repaired or something, or are they just like outside for a reason? That's like a punching bag. Ooh, the sign with like the yellow circle and then the 40. What am I leaning more towards here? I think I want to lean more towards Sweden, but I don't know why. So I'll go near Västerås. Okay, cool. That's probably the best guess we've had so far. I mean, I know it is because I only got like 2K or something for the entirety of the last 5 rounds, so we'll definitely take that. Nice-ish region guess, and also the right country, of course. We've got a walking cross sign, but I can't tell if it's like one of the Sweden-specific ones because it's like kind of far away. We see a building, a micro shop. Okay, there's the O with the 2 dots on top of it, so it's leaning me towards Sweden more. Paradis garage. Okay, so some sort of parking garage, right? Paradiset. Oh my gosh. All right, well, let's just take a second, regardless of the 50-50, to look at this building here, because why does it remind me simultaneously of like Tetris and like Jenga at the same time? Like all the windows kind of like jutting out in like different directions and being different colors. It's like definitely unique. I mean, I don't even know like if I'd be like, I feel like if I was in one of these like rooms or whatever, I feel like I'd maybe feel like I'm falling. Like I don't even have like a fear of like, I don't even know what would it be, like heights or whatever like that. But like, yeah, them all jutting out is like so interesting. But it is unique for sure. We got red, yellow, and green, which is a bunch of different colors. So, and then whatever this like Archie thing is here. Yeah, I think language-wise, I'm going Swedish, right? Just pure like looking at the language on all the signs around, like that sign there. Let's go maybe a little bit further in the center, like Falun. Okay. Not horrible. We were in Sweden, so we got the 50-50, right? We're closer to Ornskoldvik. Okay. Well, I think off the bat I saw the flag, so that's going to be probably telling me we're in Norway. But let's take a look at the surroundings too, just so we can get a better sense of where we are. So we see .no, so that's another clue for Norway. So I'm feeling fairly confident here. Like 99.99. So mountains with the snow cap. We've got the Norway flag. We've got the .no. I think there's no world where I don't go Norway here. And then because it's so mountainous, let me go further north near like Glomfjord. Okay, a lot further north, but still a better region guess than if I went south. So you're closer to Tromsø, and there's a Tromsø airport. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I think it's, I mean, the generation doesn't really help me here, so it doesn't even matter what I think it is. Greenhouse, garden, hut thing. Narrow road. We got fall-ish trees. Okay, we have a lake, but I can't see any discernible like mountains or things in the back, kind of just like a forest, so it really could be either here, Norway or Sweden. Am I leaning more way, like more one way or the other? I don't really think so. So I feel like this is just a pure like vibe guess. So I'm going to vibe Norway near Hamar. Ugh. Okay. So it was actually Sweden, and we're closer to Lagersvik. So not that close. We got 5,000 overall, though, almost 6,000, which I'll definitely take because it's an improvement from that first round, even though it's not the focus like the score. But let's keep going and see if I can bump up that 50-50 streak. Ooh, snow. Okay. Snow coverage is not the most common, but where is it more common? That is like a hill or mountain, right? Lots of hills and mountains. Okay, so I think just like it has to be somewhere like super, super far north, like somewhere up here, right? I don't know like how much coverage is like up here, like in this kind of like area, but I feel like we're gonna be really far north regardless of if it's Norway or Sweden. I want to lean more towards Norway because of like the mountainous like vibes of like over here. Although I'm not entirely sure, I'll go here near Storslet though. I mean, I'll take it for the 50-50, but clearly, like, my vibes are just not there, because literally I've been guessing, like, mid to south, like, Norway, every single time I've guessed Norway in this map / video, and then the one time I go max far north, it's actually pretty far south. So, what can you do? But we got the country right, so we'll take that, and, oh wow, this is probably gonna be the one where I just, like, vibe it, right? Because we're literally in, like, what, a cave, a tunnel? Like, I don't even think it's a car tunnel. Like, it feels like, I mean, I guess it's the shape of a car, but there's no way I can get any clues here, right? Like, look at this. Feels like we're in our own little bubble. Maybe we're like teleporting to somewhere, you know? Let's go near Lillehammer, sure. Okay, we got the right country, so we'll take that, but we're a lot closer to Mefjordbotn. Okay, short white outer lines is Sweden, right? Because NSF for normal lines, short lines, and full lines if you're up there. So I have to think about this too hard. So we'll go a lot further south, maybe near Vaxjo. Okay, that was a pretty good region guess. We were in Sweden, and we're a little bit further south, closer to Ripa. All right, well, we see some short dash outer line, so I'm leaning Sweden automatically. Big lake, forest, okay. No, like, cars around to see license plates. Ooh, that is a car, but I cannot see the plate there. No follow car. That's kind of a long antenna, no? Like, I know it's not, like Russia, but the antennas now. Because I've learned some, just thinking. Okay, so let's see. Lake, red flowers. I want to lean Sweden because of these dashed lines, but the dashed lines I think are just telling me that's someone's driveway, not like, oh, I'm a Sweden dashed line. If it weren't for these, like, would I think Sweden still? I want to say yes, because I mean, like, look over here. Like, this is clearly not someone's driveway over here, but we still see the small dashes. Like, whereas here, the purpose of the dashes, I think, is to show, like, oh, this is someone can exit over here. But they kind of made, like, a line over the dashes over here. But we have to go Sweden, right, because of that. So let's go near Västerås. Okay, not horrible. We were closer to Gazunda. 2.2. Vibe check. We've got kind of like a bright sunny day. We'll definitely take that. Love to see it. A house that is like a white gray color. Trash bin that says Kaliko or Keiko, which I don't know if that's a city or region or something that I should know, or that someone would know maybe in the comments and let me know if it's like a big obvious city that I should already know off the top of my head. I'm not seeing any green plates, but I think like I can't just rule out Norway because I don't see green plates, you know. Red roof over there. Not really much else, like, infrastructure-wise. Like, the houses don't look, like, too dissimilar. So, maybe I'll go Sweden. Let's go near Södertälje. Oh my god, that was way further north. Well, we were in Norway, so I got the wrong for the 50-50, and we're closer to Ulta. Which reminds me of Ulta, like the makeup store in the US, but anyways, let's keep going. Okay, this is a city round, so hopefully this one I should, like, get right compared to some of the other rounds, since we actually have, like, language and stuff. That says NCC on it, which leans me more towards Norway, but the language is not really giving Norway. I mean, it says, ooh, is this Finns? Is that ever talking about, like, Finland people? Or is Finns, like, a different word? Rotary. Nessie Hotel. So it's definitely some kind of hotel, right? Oh, Nessie. I was reading that backwards because it's like Hoteli Asen, maybe? Is that what that means? Hoteli Asen. Yep, and if I look down here, they actually have the name of the hotel. Ooh, that's the person with a dress. Okay, so there's like, I feel like there's a couple of like unique walking signs in Sweden or something like that. Like this one's not the most common, but I'm pretty sure this one is unique to Sweden, question mark. But don't 100% take my word for it. So we'll go in coping, but I'm like fairly certain it's Sweden from this crosswalk sign and from the like language. Okay, I will take 1.4. We were in Sweden, we were closer to Anderstorp. Okay, vibes. So there's like a lake. There are mountains in the back, a little bit snowy. We have kind of like hilly area around us, not like super mountainous, but not super flat either. Do these lines feel short or do they feel normal? I want to say they feel more normal, and by what I mean by normal is like a little bit longer length. Like the Sweden ones are like really, really short. So I think that we're in Norway here. I'll go near Røros. Okay, I'll take it because it was the right country, but we were a lot further north on the 92, near Masi. Okay, snowpole check. White band around like the middle-ish, but not close to the top, which I think is Finland anyway, so I don't know why I'm checking that if they look really similar. Vasterflow. That feels more Swedish, right? With like the O with the two dots on top, because usually Norway would have like the O with the slash, I think. Vasterflow, is that ever someplace that I could like scan for? Like theoretically yes, but in practice I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, there's a lot of the O with the dots. So let's go near Jarvso because I see the O with the dots there. I mean, I know it's like all over. And I know the dots are above the A here, so it's not exactly the same, but yeah, I think it's Sweden. Okay, that's a pretty okay-ish region guess. We were in Sweden, but we're closer to Osterflow, which is what we saw on the sign there. Cool. Okay, it's a little bit overcast. We see yellow road sign with like the red circle on the outside, the black text, the short outer lines leaning towards Sweden. The sign that says Perti Vuopio and Veiji, which makes me think we're like, I don't know if this is even like a shout, like near Finland border almost, because I don't know why, like, it does feel like a little bit like the Finnish language, and I know that could just be like the languages being like, you know, somewhat geographically close to each other, but like this definitely feels like not, I don't know, it feels more Swedish to me, so I kind of want to go up here. Like I'm really committing near like the Finland border, but obviously like in Sweden, so we'll see. Okay, you know what, I'll take that. We were a lot further north in Sweden. We were closer to, and I can't see because the little markers above it, but the Pertuvuopi, I think Pertuviopio, I'm guessing. I'm just kind of trying to like match it off of here, this store here, because it looks like it's named the same thing. But we'll definitely take that because we were in the right country. And I don't know if it was like whatever language I saw on the sign, like I thought it looked like Finnish, but that is okay because we'll take it in the right country regardless. I don't know why this like van, this like type of van, like I just associate with like Norway, like the shape of it or something. But I mean, obviously it could be anywhere because cars can travel and people can buy cars and import them and stuff like that. Any flags on top of the buildings? I'm not seeing any. But weather vane, okay. I'm still kind of leaning more towards Norway for some reason, you know, because of this van thing probably, but could I for sure tell you it's Norway? No. We'll go near Oslo. Okay, not horrible again. We were in Norway, so we did get the right country there, but we were closer to Hordvik. Okay, 6.8. I think that is the best score I've had so far, even though it's kind of an atrocious score. I'm gonna play this map one or two more times for the 50-50 streak and see if I can get it even higher, so let's see how I do and keep going. Okay, we're finally loaded in. I was like, I probably waited a little bit too long to do that. Ooh, the yellow middle lines is... Wait, what are these bollards? Okay, hold on. Okay, so off the bat, I think Norway, right? Because of like, you know, we got like mountains, we got a lot of red houses and the yellow lines, but I'm just trying to figure out what these bollards are because I don't think I know them, like with the one line on the side with the black rectangle. It is a little bit weird. Like, I feel like that's not something I normally see in either Norway or Sweden, but I'm definitely leaning Norway here, so I'm going to go near Høylandet. Okay, we were in Norway, but a lot further north. We're closer to Øyjord. Stop. Stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Sweden, because of the short outer lines, correct? Maybe. And language-wise, I can't really like make out the letters on the sign, so I couldn't tell you for sure if it was Swedish or Norwegian here. But I think these lines are kind of giving me Sweden. So let's go in Sweden and maybe like south, but not like too far south because of like how warm it feels. So I'll go near Arvika. Okay, it was a little bit more like central to north. We were closer to Östersund, but I got the right country, so it's really good for a 50-50. Okay, we're on a road. Country roads take me home. It kind of looks like we're driving on the left, no? Unless that's the back of the car. Then we're not. I think this is the front of the car, actually, so never mind me. That tree is really reddish. So a reddish, like, trunk tree. Tall mountains. Feels cold, like sharp jutted out. I think we go with a Norway here, right? I want to say it feels like a lot further north, but the last time I went really far north, it was kind of south to central, but let's just try it again anyway, because one of these times I'll be right, especially once I learn region guessing here, so I'll go near Karlsjok. Holy guacamole. I mean, like, look at me. Okay, maybe I should learn my Norwegian region guessing because, like, look at that vibe. Yes. Okay, we were near Flata, but I'm, like, really proud of that. That might be the single best, like, round guess we've had so far. So 3.8 for sure. A good one. Okay, shorter houses, but they're, like, darker colors. I'm seeing, like, a lot of dark grays. I'm seeing a lot of, like, dark brick. Saturation on this house in particular is a little bit weird. There's like, I see a little bit of like a purple and green thing going on the roof. We see yellow signs with red borders on the outside. The road lines don't really help me here because like this is like where you exit onto like the main road. So it's not like, oh, those are Swedish short ones. Those are like, oh, somebody can exit this part of the road here, you know? Van, car. I can't read the letters on this, but that would help me immensely if I could. But unfortunately, we're playing no move. Or fortunately, because I need to practice my no move. Red car in the back. Okay. Just like vibes-wise, I guess I'm vibing more Norway here. But this honestly could be either. I'm going to go Norway. I don't think we're too far north. I'll go near Justheim. Womp womp. Okay, it was Sweden. We were actually closer to Långebro. So, end of the 50-50 streak, but that is okay. Because we're going to get to see this next beautiful location, which is very mountainous. We've got a lot of dashed lines on the outside. Look at all these rocks. We love rocks with like the moss and stuff growing on them. Very beautiful, very nature. Much wow. But like honestly, like this is like very beautiful. It's like postcard worthy. Like, you know, I think it's Norway, like vegetation wise, like the rockiness and like, you know, the abundance of mountains. And then, yeah, line wise, these are normal, right? They're not short. So let's go near Opdal. Okay, we're bringing it back despite losing the 50-50 streak there, but that is okay. Okay, this is definitely the best round we've had so far, 8.1k, and then I got that really good guess in round 3 up here, which, I mean, I'll take, despite losing the 50-50 streak in this, like, previous set of 5, I think that was my best score of the whole video, so I think I want to end it there on kind of a good note, even though it was technically, like, the end of the streak, but regardless, I'll take this really good score, so that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video of me doing a Norway Sweden 50-50 map in Geoguessr. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down below. I'll have the map linked in the description if you want to try it out yourself. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla, and have a great day!